If the street Houdini'd my car,
crazy, dude. Like, who does this?
bashing it in front of the gorilla. You want to hear how Danny ruined a birthday party?
Yes, please.
We fucking got you, motherfucker.
You ready?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, let's come in. Welcome back to the Picky Boys podcast.
What's up?
Got a familiar face today, no? Who are you?
Yeah, you guys know me. I'm Marcin.
Mars. Oh, now it's
Now
Mars.
it's Marcin. You guys are getting the Polish version today.
JT.
I'm Antonio. Let's do this, boys. Let's start this.
Let's fuck this pig.
Martin likes
this
Martin likes that. Martin really enjoys that. All right.
All right. Well, like I was saying before, I went to a concert last
Oh,
night,
all right. You were gonna. All right.
and it was in 3D.
Oh.
Like they literally give you 3D glasses at the door, and then all the projectors are like layered. You know how like 3D movies look when you take the glasses off, it kind of just looks like it's blurry.
It looks
so
like
that's what all the screens are like.
Looks
and
like
then
Danny's
everything
vision.
was like fucking popping out. It was amazing.
Were you on
No, I was
Sean
just,
Life?
I was just. You don't need fucking dope to dance, baby.
You don't need dope to
You don't need
dance.
dope to dance.
Thank you, Danny. Was it good? It was fun.
It was very, very fun time.
Who is it again,
But I
bro?
think-
Wait, so what you're looking at though is the just
So-
cameras of the main stage in 3D?
No, so
What
there's
was on
like,
the screens?
Yeah, it's on the screens. There's like graphics. So a big part of there. Now it sounds a little weird out of context, but a big part there was like this astronaut who was also Satan.
Oh, here we go.
And he
Now
was-
we know
he
where he was at.
He was fighting
He's at one of those.
a saxophone that had legs and arms. That part was a weird example.
But
to
you
give,
don't need dope to
Danny-
dance.
Danny
Don't
wasn't
need
on
dope to
anything.
dance.
Don't
No,
need
you
dope
don't
to
need
dance.
you don't need dope to dance. But it was
Astronauts that are Satan, but you don't need dope
But
to
like
dance.
so like when they would like it was like a fight sequence almost, and then when they were fighting each other, like his arm would like come out of the screen towards us. You know,
Honestly,
shit.
that sounds pretty cool in 3D.
I choose
It is pretty
Astronaut
cool.
versus
I could-
saxophone.
astronaut. I mean,
Who won?
mean,
I can't-
It's spoiling the concert a little bit, but no.
Yeah, I was
the
gonna go see it next week. Don't spoil it.
yeah.
The saxophone man won.
Gonna see that one in theaters.
That's because one of the guys play. It's like they're like electronic music, but the act is like live. So one guy's playing a saxophone and one guy's playing the drums.
Oh, so it's like
pretty cool.
like a battle on stage, and then you see them like characters fighting.
Yeah, kind of. It was actually pretty cool.
dude,
And
I
at
could
the end,
only.
it's like, do you want to continue? And people like cheer.
Put
really
in
loud.
throw coins. Throw coins at the stage. $1.50 to continue.
I could only imagine because if I've been to that venue, I've been to the Mirage a few times. It's not you, but there are certain people there are just too crazy. So I could imagine the certain people who just like took something and God knows what they
Kill
said.
him.
they-
Kill the saxophone.
You just see a fist flying. Like,
There,
oh, shit,
there-
dude, they just
there were
ducking and
definitely a lot of
everything.
people like I said, it was much more like a festival, less like a.
Hello.
No.
Oh well, this is it.
And we're dying. You know what?
Anyway.
You want to see what I saw? You want to know what I saw at Atlas?
What?
So we were at the beer garden at Atlas, and there was music playing out the speakers, and it was kind of like this rock guitar. And then Brian was there, and he suddenly goes, "Do you hear the Michael Myers theme?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." And I thought it was a remix of the Michael Myers theme for some reason in this beer garden. And then Brian goes, "Oh no, it's right there." And then I turn my head, and it's just Michael Myers driving a hearse, blasting the Michael Myers theme with a mask on, just staring at us. It's right there on the sidewalk.
Just a random guy.
Random
in the
guy
car.
in a car, in a hearse.
In
Not
the
a car,
in the
a
middle of
hearse.
August. In the middle of August.
Yeah, just blasting the Michael Myers theme.
You
And
can't
Was
wait
he
for
rolling?
Halloween.
Like, was he rolling along? or
yeah, he was like breezing by, just staring.
How much funnier would
Wonder
it have
if it
been if it was a low rider and he just
It's scary. It was a surreal moment for a second. I was like, oh well, because I just told them like, oh no, it's just some Michael Myers remix they're playing, and I just made it up.
throw back to 2016 when there were like clowns walking the streets and shit like that.
That all just kind of stopped, right?
Yeah.
Didn't one of them kill somebody and everybody's like, oh, actually, now it's weird.
No, they lured like girls and little girls into the woods. That's how it started, and then they killed them.
Interesting.
So thank you for bringing it there, Martin. Oh, I have a picture of his car. I took a picture of it, so I can put that
Oh,
up.
I think he was doing like a.
I found it later.
Think
Must
he's
have been doing a bit,
promo
right?
Or,
Probably.
YouTube
video?
prank?
I think it was a Halloween store or something.
Oh, it is that time for Spirit to take over.
It wasn't Spirit.
I know.
That's why I was confusing.
But they're coming.
Oh, they come.
They're coming slowly.
Dude, Spirit?
Every abandoned warehouse.
Yeah.
Taking over.
Watch out.
Spirit.
Because you're gonna have a temporary pop Halloween store.
Straight through your ass.
Dude, every Spirit is the biggest store in the world. You could walk for miles.
It is.
What an interesting business model. What, they
Yeah.
open for 2 months?
Yeah.
Not even.
The
3 weeks, maybe.
no, they start pretty soon.
Yeah,
So that's
but
probably starting
they
like
do. But
September.
also, who's gonna go buy a Halloween costume right now?
We
I don't know.
us-
A lot of people
us.
do. They
Yeah.
sell out. Yeah, they
sell
sell
out.
out. You gotta plan. If you're gonna have a good
Yeah.
costume, you gotta plan.
Do you know how many
I
costumes
disagree.
we've worn on this already? That
Also,
would have been so much more convenient
dude,
if it was a Spirit.
Go to Spirit Halloween store the day on
That was big.
October 30th, or that Friday. It's like a fucking night. It's
Dude.
It's a little nightmare.
Dude, but you know what's weird? Literally, November 1st, they're all gone.
Yeah,
They're not there.
I know they just disappear.
One day. There's no more. I meant,
Where do they
because you know, like you go the day after the holiday, you cash in on those sweet deals. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
no one's
not
buying
there.
no one's buying a Halloween costume November 1st, but then they're gone. So they just pack up and run.
But like, yeah, that place is ridiculous. It's always packed the day before Halloween, and the line is like 5 miles that way. Like that's where the line starts. 5 miles out the door. It's a very big line.
No, yeah, fucking nuts.
Yeah, but it's crazy because at that point they're already like sold out of everything anyway.
Yeah, I know. People are just like saying like,
Whatever I
okay,
can
fuck
get.
it, I'll be an executioner. Like,
Yeah, like, I'll be
whatever the last costume
I'll be an
is.
executioner
like-
again.
It's like a pharaoh's hat and a convict orange jumpsuit.
Some handcuffs.
We'll
and-
make it work.
Some handcuffs, a cane. I don't even know what I
Yeah.
am anymore.
Yeah, word.
Just a time traveler now.
The clever homemade costumes are always the best, though.
Those are really funny.
Yeah, I was at a bar in Binghamton, and the place is already the most packed thing at the bars. And there was this girl that was just dressed as she made her own Pac-Man, and it was huge. So you just see Pac-Man trying to fumble through this crowd.
That's pretty funny though.
No,
That's
it was
pretty
funny.
funny,
I like people.
Pac-Man.
I like when people do stuff like that, but not the place. Not the place to appreciate it. Because people are just like, "Can I put it on?" and just punching it. No, I wouldn't put that effort for those kind of cool people.
There was a girl at this frat. There was a girl. There was a
She
girl.
is no
Watch
more.
what you say about this
There
girl.
was a girl at
Danny.
one of the frat parties that was Taco Bell. She was Belle from the
Martin, be careful with that.
Disney shit, like Belle the princess, and then she had a bunch of like Diablo sauce. She was Taco Bell.
What the hell is that? What did you just give him?
A stress ball.
I gave him a fucking. He's fumbling with the mic. So sometimes I just give
You
people.
need something to touch?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
give people things to hold.
Yeah, look at this fucking thing.
Phoenix man. Change the colors. I want that. You don't have another one of those?
You could go fuck yourself. I could watch that thing for a while.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Did you see? Did you hear what happened in Iceland?
No.
Iceland now.
They mourned their
The glacier?
the first glacier that completely melted away.
Yeah, they had like a funeral.
So there's.
I mean,
You think that's funny?
you fucking fascist.
I mean, it's funny. It is like, it's really obviously pretty bad stuff happening, I guess. But it's pretty funny for like to think about people mourning over a piece of ice.
No, but like means something more. than
Martin's
just
coming
a
for
fucking-
Danny.
No.
What?
I of course that's not. I'm just saying it is funny. It's funny.
Yeah, it's funny because it's just
It's a piece of ice,
but
like,
it
you know.
means something a lot.
Oh
bigger
yeah, but
than that.
it's
I definitely see the humor in it. Definitely. It's 'cause-
There's before and after pictures, and it was pretty big. It's like this nice big white.
Did you see the fucking
I'll go fuck myself.
kayak? Did you see the video of the kayaker who was kayaking up? I don't know, somewhere in the north, I suppose, and fucking like a sheet of the ice falls into the water, and a fucking huge fucking wave
No.
comes up, and he goes ah. And
the reaction.
just
What, where
ends.
is he kayaking? Like Antarctica?
he was
Yeah,
probably
what
do you mean, he
fine,
died?
though.
I don't know.
Nah, he was probably good.
That water's probably pretty damn cold.
It's probably cold, but I don't think
Titanic,
he
that
was
shit,
probably
man.
good.
Feels like knives.
Also,
Dude, if Alexander Dubois was able to make it from fucking Portugal
who
to
that is.
fucking
Yeah, what's going on
who's
here?
this guy from fucking this old Polish fuck who had nothing better to do in his life.
Oh,
but
all right,
fucking-
all right,
Yeah,
all
there's
right,
some
all right. What's going on?
animosity
What are you doing to
I'm
you?
Polish. I could say this, dude. Fuck off.
I mean,
He didn't do anything to me, but he's just fucking crazy, dude. Like, who does this? He fucking got in a kayak in Portugal and kayaked across, I'm sorry, what is that, the Atlantic? Yeah,
Yeah.
across the Atlantic all the way to Florida in a
Wow.
kayak.
All right.
That's pretty
It's a little
impressive.
crazy.
That is impressive.
Crazy, man.
How
If
much
he's,
food
like,
do you have to? Can you
like,
fit in the kayak?
It was a pretty long kayak.
Catch birds.
He had
Yeah,
he had
fish.
like people pull up to him, like, no one stepped on his kayak. He didn't get off the kayak. He had rules, but they would like toss a bag into the water and be
Oh,
like,
okay,
"That's
like
for
boats.
you." Yeah,
I feel
they
like-
would
Gotcha.
come once in a
That's
while.
cheating.
But dude, he
That's
said,
cheating.
What do you mean?
Is it really though, dude?
All right, why don't you go do it and you can cheat all you want?
He
cheating.
kayaked across the
Bring a
Atlantic.
fishing rod and like a
I feel like
rifle.
catching.
That'd be nuts.
I
Hunt,
feel
hunt,
like
hunt the
Dude.
birds and fish the fish.
Dude, he
I feel
even,
like catching birds is going to be easier than catching fish.
Impossible.
Dude, what
You're on
happens-
the ocean.
No. Hear me out.
I would catch
hear me,
fish,
hear me
dude.
out. Leave a fish on the side of your boat, like out in the open.
So you want sharks coming?
No, a bird will fucking come. No, like
You're in a
right,
tiny
just right
kayak.
on
You
top.
did Shark Week. You should be smarter,
Just
Danny.
right
Come
on,
on.
just right on top. Just put a fish right there. Fucking birds. They're gonna try to get.
What do you do? Grab it and then just eat it raw?
Yeah,
you gonna cook
Yeah,
it?
you fuck.
You could eat raw fish.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
No,
You can
he's
eat
talking
raw
about a bird.
Yeah, I'm saying you,
You
can't
never
eat
heard of
that.
the sashimi?
I don't
Raw,
know.
you
Eat
get
raw
that
bird?
salmonella.
Yeah, I'd be worried about parasites.
Salmonella.
Salmonella. Well, it depends if you're eating the salmon.
Jesus
Salmonella.
Christ.
Yeah, he even
Either
said
way.
himself for 13 days he couldn't like paddle or anything because the storm was so fierce.
That's what I was
The
gonna
storm,
ask.
too.
Yeah.
Like, what about a storm comes? You got 30-foot
Yeah,
hills of
for
water.
13 days he had like this little thing that he could lay down in and like close a little screen door.
So he
What
floated
the
a-
fuck?
Laying there
so he
for
floated
13
across in a
days.
coffin. He
Yeah.
basically hopped in a
for
coffin.
Oh, there was
Floated
oh,
days,
there was
yeah.
there was definitely a time where he was like, oh, I'm gonna die in this little death box. That definitely
definitely-
crossed his
yep,
mind. It's like
yep.
I'm an
This
asshole.
sounds fucking horrifying.
I don't think I'd
People
do
are
it.
weird. Have you ever
Yeah.
heard of a paramotor?
I don't want to know what this is, and you could stop.
No, it's fucking amazing. You could look it up.
That's
It's a like a big sail, like a parachute almost. But there's a huge fan, a gas powered fan attached to your back. So it's basically an air.
Sounds like one of Danny's crazy inventions.
Yeah.
This isn't real.
So
It's
it's
like, you
basically
don't understand. No, I'm gonna invent this parachute
so
backpack.
it's basically an aircraft for one. And it can go really high
It's
up
like a jetpack?
and far. And I saw this video. This guy on YouTube.
Oh,
was
he's
like,
an expert.
I'm gonna paramotor to McDonald's. And I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. So he like gets in the sky. He's like flying around all these cornfields, and I'm like, wow.
How do you land?
These people, he basically just shuts it off, and then it
yeah.
glides, and then he just kind of runs with it.
Dude, you know what's
With a
fucking
big fan on?
No, but the moral of the story is, I thought this was happening in like fucking Kentucky, like some place where you can go do
pulls
shit.
up to the Empire State Building?
Like some where you can do shit like this, like without consequence. And then before you know it, this guy's in the video. He goes, "Oh, over there, if you can see New York right there." And I'm like, Jesus Christ, this motherfucker's in fucking Bayonne, New Jersey.
Fucking didn't get
just
fucking shot
flying
down.
this like one-man aircraft around. It's terrifying.
People are weird.
He can go 15,000 feet.
Hi?
What?
Yes.
Before what, he runs out of air? Like,
Before he just
It's
collapses.
fucking crazy.
Passes out. Oh man.
Look up paramotor videos.
Paramotor.
Paramotor. P-A-R-A
Paramotor.
motor.
now I have to look it up.
Yeah. Thank you, Danny.
You're welcome.
I got nothing but time.
You know what's wild? What's the one where you just run down like the
Paragliding?
Yeah, that is
I don't
terrifying
understand.
looking.
I thought that with those, my understanding was that you jump out of a plane with them, and then once you're done, you pull a parachute. But no, you land.
You
like
land
that.
with
Yeah,
them.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's
You ever play Far Cry?
all right.
Okay, but not,
All right.
You
Yeah.
can jump off like
Yeah.
a 5-foot cliff and parasail
That's true.
on that. But
It's a big kite on your back, and that's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
It's amazing.
And no, but I've seen videos of people just run, do it, and just go off into the clouds. That's it. Goodbye.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Like I don't know what the fuck where they're
Yeah,
going.
that shit's insane.
you guys see the guys have wingsuits?
That's cool.
So those guys,
That's badass guys, though.
but those guys pull the parachutes when they're done, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this one crazy guy,
Here we go.
he set up a thing of like,
Like cardboard boxes?
yeah, the cardboard
Yeah.
boxes. He
Yeah.
set it up, like 20 feet tall and 100 feet long, and fucking jumps off a cliff and lands in them, and lives.
Just crashes into
Yep.
boxes essentially.
Crashes. That's how he used it to land.
Oh my god.
Oh,
nuts.
I think
shit.
these are the like defining characteristics of what makes like humans human and as opposed to other animals. The fact that we do random crazy shit for no reason.
We get as close
Like,
as we possibly can to
yeah,
death
we just
for
flirt,
no reason.
We just flirt with death for fun.
I don't think they like. I
We
don't
need,
think
we
they
need
like this.
something to occupy the time.
I don't know. I don't know about you, but I think thumbs are pretty cool too.
I mean, those work.
Thumbs are.
Thumbs are pretty decent, man. If you
Monkeys
ask
got
me.
those.
Monkeys got those, and they don't jump off of buildings for no reason
Yeah,
just
they-
to see if they can.
They eat their own throw up and throw poop at each other. So
They do.
Yeah, we probably used to do that too.
I'm sure.
Have you seen that?
Some
so,
of us still.
Everybody
so you're
starts.
not supposed to-
Everyone starts.
So you're not
somewhere.
supposed to like look at gorillas supposedly like in zoos, and so they sell these really funny like some zoos give out these glasses that like you can see through, but to the gorilla it looks like a pair of eyes looking the other way.
wait.
They're hilarious.
Are you gonna
Look-
explain
look
why
up-
you can't look at gorillas?
I don't know this science, but all I know is that they have these really funny glasses that look like someone like looking to the side, even though it's really so that you can just look right into the gorilla's eyes, you know.
I don't even know what to say to that.
But it's just you should put up a picture of the glasses because they're hilarious.
All right, I'll throw up a
They're
picture.
hilarious.
I'll throw up a picture of the glasses.
But yeah, I just want to wear a pair like on the
All the
podcast
time.
the whole time.
Yeah.
What if you're accidentally like talking to somebody, then the glasses make eye contact with the gorilla?
Then that might be a problem.
Then it's gonna be a big
But
problem.
supposedly, I think the theory is maybe it's not that you're not supposed to look at them, but like if you're not looking at them, they'll look at you, and like
then what?
And then so
they
like
just explode.
but like you wouldn't be able to get such good eye contact if they saw that you were looking at them or something like that, you know.
Why can't you look at a gorilla?
Doesn't matter. The point is funny glasses. That's
Funny
it.
glass.
Do you remember when our teacher when we were at the zoo?
Yeah, I
he,
definitely remember that.
He bought the you go fuck yourself. he bought the little gorilla
Yeah.
toy,
Yeah.
and he was bashing it in front of the gorilla, and the gorilla was just posting up to him. Like if this glass wasn't here, I'd rip you apart.
They fucking. You gotta watch these videos on YouTube, man. These gorillas are so smart. You've seen them ever? They ever do
Doing
magic
doing
on
calculus?
monkeys and gorillas?
No.
It's incredible. The magicians do tricks on them. They'll have like a peanut, and then they'll hide the peanut, and the gorillas like freak out. It's so awesome.
So wouldn't that make him dumb?
Well, no, it's cool. It's, all right, well, if you tried to do magic on your dog wouldn't have any clue what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's cool that they
I
understand.
guess that's true. That's
I
funny.
think it's strange that I feel like magicians get a bad rep. Because
Why?
Well,
The great Dandini.
Yeah.
Great
no, I'm
Dandini.
just saying. I think it's weird that, like, a lot of people go about, oh well, magic isn't real. So like,
Yeah, how about that?
so
How about that, buddy?
so fuck you. Like your act is based off of a lie.
You're
Like,
lying.
The trick isn't magic. Like that's not what anybody's signing up for. It's this person's good at illusions. Like it shouldn't be the fact that we know it's not real shouldn't be like a detraction from it. You know what I mean?
It's the fact that you
know what I
know
mean?
it's not real. It's like, how the fuck did he did that? Yo? Give him some props.
That's the cool part about it. Not like, oh well,
don't know.
it's not real. I found out Chris Angel isn't really fucking cutting himself in half. Like, fuck. Like that,
flying.
it's impressive that he just even made me think
Well,
that
no,
he
but
did.
the thing with Chris Angel is that it's not really impressive if you're using like video editing to do the magic.
and
True.
fake
That's-
actors
well,
and people
Yeah, yeah,
standing
and
there
fake
pretending to
actors
go,
around.
whoa.
I don't know. I think that's all part of the illusion.
No,
It's like,
no,
yes.
You gotta-
not when it's TV.
It's part of entertainment.
no, that
That's-
is just a show now. It's not.
no,
it's not
no,
magic.
It's not. It's
Are you
I
fucking when
disagree.
you watch Die Hard 4 and Bruce Willis runs a motorcycle into a helicopter? Are you impressed?
No,
Whoa, how
no,
did you do
that's
that?
That was a pretty cool
it's
scene, though.
Totally
That was a cool
different.
scene.
Totally different. I equate it more to like wrestling. Like I know wrestling's fake, but it's for entertainment.
I love wrestling.
You watch it
Yeah.
for entertainment. It's
love
it's
wrestling.
not
Yeah, I'm not a
the
fan of wrestling.
detraction.
I love the WWE.
Like there is no negative. The fact that you know it's not.
I know.
Real.
I'm just first of all, I don't even think magicians do get a bad rep, but like
I
I
think
think
they
that
do.
Chris Angel specifically is. I don't think it's very.
Chris Angel's the best.
No.
goddamn-
What about David Copperfield, motherfucker?
Yeah,
made the
exactly.
Statue of Liberty disappear, dude.
What?
David Copperfield is
David,
dead.
yeah, you
I don't
didn't
know.
hear
About,
that?
I don't know about that, but
David
David
Copperfield's dead.
Copperfield.
You didn't.
I don't
see
know
the
about-
whole the Statue of Liberty. Made
And
it
David
disappear?
Blaine is
That was
just
oh,
David Blaine is just weird.
that was Copperfield.
How the fuck did he do that?
I don't know how, but I forgot. I saw the video on it. It was pretty crazy. I don't remember.
Made the Statue of Liberty disappear?
Isn't David
he didn't really
Copperfield-
make it. You know,
Wasn't he alive like 100 years ago?
No,
that's
you guys are
Houdini, right?
bugging,
Houdini?
dude. That's
No,
like
David
Houdini.
Copperfield's really old too.
No, maybe like in the 90s, 80s, dude.
Houdini was a douche
Why is that?
because he just went, someone punched me in the gut,
And then,
Well, that was it. That was part of his
Yeah.
thing.
I know, but those are like the worst people because it never goes okay. It's even like the people at the bars, like punch me in the face. I
Yeah,
can
but
take
didn't
Oh,
I thought
intake.
maybe I'm wrong. I thought his thing was that he can he can do that, and he had people punch him in the gut, and then some guy did it when he wasn't ready, and that killed him. Right?
Yeah. It was like
yeah, there's a whole thing.
Well,
Houdini
well-
has like these whole like set of principles and laws that like now a bunch of magicians follow. Like his theory is that if he is in danger by the act, it's actually like a moral responsibility on the crowd. Like it would like you basically run the risk of traumatizing an entire group of people. So he would never do a stunt that is as dangerous as like sitting on his couch. Like he was never really in danger,
and then
except for this
and
time.
then he died doing a stunt. What
Yeah.
do you mean? Well, clearly,
Is
it's
that the
do as
real
I say, not
story,
as
though,
I do.
behind
Well, he wasn't ready, I suppose.
He still got, but you're getting punched in the gut.
Yeah, but he knew how to do.
Oh yeah, he would tighten his
He
freaking
knew
core.
how to fucking
Oh
do
no,
it. That was the trick.
it's not a trick. That's not a trick.
Yes, it is.
How is that a trick? I could take the most punches and then maybe die. That's not a trick.
And maybe die.
No one said it was a good trick.
It's just a trick, and it was a good trick.
But is that the real
Well-
story behind it? Like he
thought that's
took
what
the.
it was.
Yeah, he does this thing where he gets punched in the stomach by.
Yeah, I know
everybody.
that. I've
And
heard
then
that
He
story.
wasn't ready, and he got punched.
But then I've also
and he
heard the
died.
story
So-
like, oh yeah, throw me in a safe, lock it up, throw me in
That
the
was a
bottom of a
movie.
river.
That was a movie.
Yeah, but everyone's got a story for this
It's
guy.
a movie.
So wait, so how did that punch kill him?
Oh God, I don't know the
think he
science
just
behind
ruptured
getting.
his
You'd be
fucking
surprised.
whatever.
The
Getting
human
called
body
back, yeah.
is the most fragile and the most like
Resilient,
resilient
at the
thing
same time.
At the same time,
It doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's like we're like a machine, but made of flesh.
But if it weren't for Dayquil and Nyquil, the common cold would kill us.
Yeah, no, but there's there's fucking
I don't know
people.
if Dayquil is responsible for saving our lives.
Maybe not Dayquil, but fucking hundreds of years ago.
Isn't it the whole
fucking-
thing? We don't know how to solve a common cold.
Yeah, it's the only thing. Well, not the
Yeah,
only
no.
thing, but we can't fix. We don't know how to
Here's
do
the
it.
thing about a common cold.
Oh, here we go.
I
The
don't
only
think it's
thing.
the only
Dr.
thing. What
Mott.
about
The other
cancer
thing,
and
yeah.
AIDS?
No, I said no. I changed it halfway through. You
If you
goddamn
have a
bastard.
cold and you don't treat it, it'll be gone in 7 days. But if you have a cold and you treat it, it'll be gone in a week. So no matter what the fuck you do, it's
That's
gonna be
the
gone.
same
I know
time.
he's saying it. He's saying you can't get rid of it.
No matter what you do, if you take Dayquil, Nyquil, drink tea, take cough drops, you just might as well suck a dick while you're at it, because it's not gonna do anything.
I'm confused
Well, I
as to
don't
what
know.
your
Okay,
point was
okay.
now.
Well,
It's a cold. You
let's-
gotta go through
let's
it, man.
debunk
It's
this.
just
This
life.
is- Dayquil
I don't wanna
Nyquil make
debunk-
it easier.
I don't want
They
to.
deal with the symptoms.
I can go to work and not look like a fucking zombie, like a corpse when I'm on Dayquil, as opposed to if I wasn't, I'd be like literally dripping at a
Like
fall.
your nose,
Yeah.
your nose dripping.
Orifices.
Yeah, all orifices.
Nothing will make you appreciate being normal than
Oh,
just recently coming out of being sick.
Oh yeah.
Like you know
Oh,
how,
yeah.
how much you don't appreciate like your throat until you
Or
have
a
a sore
clear nose.
until you have a sore throat
Dude,
or
I
being
went to
able to
the-
breathe.
Yeah.
Fuck that. After
I went to the
I went to
the water park like a week and a half ago, and I got my ear clogged like permanently like for 3 days, and I could not hear out of my right ear at all, and I really
Permanently for 3
I
days.
really took it for granted. I felt off balance. I was
Yeah,
like,
man.
Permanently for
It's
3 days.
yeah, permanently for 3 days.
I lost the ability to walk permanently for 3 days.
all right. The grammar Nazi is over here.
All right. You want to hear how Danny ruined a birthday party?
Yes, please. I've been waiting,
Oh yeah.
been
this
waiting
story,
27
this
minutes
story.
for this.
I want to hear how Danny ruined a birthday party.
So I think the most important part of this story is the fact that this person entrusted Danny to plan it and plan the theme.
Mistake number 1.
That's important. And then
1, 2, and 3.
and then Danny decided to just not do that.
Not okay. It's an assassination of
Danny
character.
decided to just not do that.
It's an
And then on top
assassination
of
of
just
character.
not doing that, he showed up drunk off his ass. It was pouring rain. No one was happy. He upset the birthday boy, and then he went home. Somehow he got home and didn't remember doing anything the next day.
Where was this whole
Sounds
extravagance?
right.
Sounds like a good birthday to me.
Hero. Literally, we sent him home with somebody else, and when he showed up at my house the next day to get his every single one of his possessions that he left at my house, and he didn't even remember that we dropped him off somewhere else.
How did he upset the birthday boy?
Oh, he didn't plan it. We showed up to just people standing around in the rain, and that was it.
Gotcha.
But he enjoyed himself out to dinner, ordered a bunch of drinks. Really, it's like he threw himself a birthday party.
At least he had a good time.
California Pizza Kitchen, shout out. Big, I really like. No, I mean, fuck it, it happens, man. I sent them a nice text in the morning.
What'd you send him? I'm
I
sorry.
said, sorry for ruining your birthday party. I wish I could say that was the first time I've sent a text of that nature, but it's not. Like
I
literally
got you
the
next year,
exact
buddy.
same. Literally the exact same. I've sent that text before. Sorry for ruining your birthday party.
I got you next year, buddy.
He has it actually just copies and pasted to this point.
Yeah, really.
He
Honestly,
doesn't even-
sometimes he forgets to change the name. He's like, oh no.
not Billy, Johnny.
Well, if I could offer some sort of defense,
Oh, boy.
there is no defense. But if there was a defense, it would be
Why?
I wasn't. So we were talking about what you want to do for your birthday, and I was like, a beer Olympic sounds cool. Like that's what I was supposed to plan. That's what I was under the assumption I was planning. Like because it actually does take a planner to kind of orchestrate a beer Olympics. There's you need somebody to kind of put
certain
together
games and
teams,
shit.
games, all that stuff.
Because people just be fumbling around.
Yeah, exactly. So I was under the assumption that that was part of the planning process, and I was like, all right.
I didn't see any
I'm
beer
doing
Olympics
that.
at the party either.
I understand that. but part of how it all crumbled is that there was something was lost in translation, and I was just in charge of running like inviting people to the party and getting drinks. And like I was in charge of the party.
It was you. It was either break or fail with you.
Exactly. So I didn't. So there was like two different theories on who was the responsibilities that were given to each person.
Right.
I didn't know he
Who was the other
assumed
person?
that I all did it.
That I all did it.
He
was no
assumed that I was supposed to do it all. And I thought I was just supposed to do a part of it and was only going to ruin part of the birthday. But then when I came to the birthday, I realized, oh, actually, I'm ruining the entire thing.
I'll give you this. I think it's like, I don't know. It's weird.
Again,
how,
not an excuse. Still sorry.
But it's weird how like
I love you.
how we would put someone in charge of everything every time basically because Danny plans like all the stuff and then he fucks up once and everything's his fault even though no one else wants to do that job in the first place. I wouldn't do it.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to do the job.
Oh yeah.
But it's hilarious that he crashed and burned.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
But he didn't just crash.
always
But see,
fun
the
to
thing
watch
is,
someone
there's
else
a
crash and burn.
difference when you try to do something and you fail, because you could see that you tried. But when you just destroy,
this was like
there was not. He didn't even swing at the pitch. He just let it go right down the middle. You know.
And
this is like I knew that I was gonna fail, so I just killed myself instead. Like I just,
know what it's like?
ended my function, like my capabilities of acting like a normal human. I
Dude,
fucking
it
put him in
reminds-
the grave.
When I was a kid and we had this the national day, like or the nationality day or country day or whatever.
Yeah.
I was in charge of this. Like
Yeah,
I was in like,
Nationality Day sounds a little weird.
whatever. I was in this honor society, and they gave me Japan, right?
Uh-huh.
So me and a couple other kids had Japan, and they gave like all the Italian girls Italy, and I was like, I don't want to fucking do Italy, you know? So they gave me Japan, and then I quickly realized,
You're gonna get bombed.
I'm not. That's where we went with it.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was where you were. I thought that was the whole.
And then I quickly realized, like, oh, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do
I thought the
Japan.
moral of the story was so instead you got blackout drunk and didn't do anything.
I was a child.
and ruined everything.
I was a
Alright,
child.
alright, sorry,
but the
sorry.
point is, I didn't put in any. Like, I was gonna fail from the start. So then I pretended to be part of Italy anyway, and they caught me. This poor kid who was in my group showed up to to the Japan table by himself, just with nothing, because I made a promise to bring stuff. Just didn't do it. I got kicked out of the National Honor Society, and I didn't get anything.
Wow.
I was a child. I didn't want to do Japan.
Can't be a conformist, man.
Either way, man. I don't know.
It's all right. Danny ruins things.
Have you ever been drunk in
here we go.
in a school or work setting?
Hell fucking yeah, dude.
Yeah,
What? You know how
I'm a
many times I
bartender.
went to school
Oh,
hungover?
bar-
different.
that's cheating.
But I'm
That's
saying
That's
like,
the only time.
yeah. I was anywhere that there's a bar or that is like readily like it's acceptable. Like get rid of those instances.
Sometimes like if like most of the times
Like if someone found out you were drunk, they'd be like, Jesus Christ.
what are you not again?
yeah.
You gotta go.
Yeah, like have you ever done that?
I went
just
to a
for
lecture.
work or for school. I mean,
I went to a lecture, bombed out of my ass once.
Yeah, I feel like that
at
happens.
like 11 o'clock in the morning.
I've probably done it in like I've been in bonus land, but I haven't
Well,
I haven't actually showed up drunk.
sometimes, man, if a class is canceled and you have this, I was in the city, you know, with bars everywhere, and I had like a 4-hour break. I go to get something to eat, and I
And
just have
then
one.
thing leads to another, and
one-
your happy hour, you're full
And then
4
I'm
fucking
like,
lemon drops in.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. I'm 3 fireballs in, and I'm toasted. You know. No, like you're doing work and you don't realize, and the bartender's like, when you're distracted,
happens.
you'd be surprised.
It
And then you
happens.
stand
Yeah.
up and you're like, oh,
yeah. Once you stand up,
going home. You know, not even making it.
Not even that. My favorite part of like when I did go to college, fucking me and my buddy, we had like a 45-minute break in between classes, and we're like, yo, let's.
That's not a long time.
Yeah, that's the point. It's not a long time whatsoever.
Oh, boy.
And he was telling me something. He's like, yeah, there's this bar like 4 blocks away, dude. Happy hour, it's lit. First of all, it was not fucking 4 blocks away. That shit was more like 20 blocks away. Our school was on 63rd. We made it to like 42nd, dude. We were not 3 blocks away.
That's not 3 blocks away.
Yeah, that is not 3 blocks away. We were
Give or take.
mad far. We get there, yeah, it was a pretty lit happy hour. I forgot the prices and shit, but yeah, we managed in 45 minutes to get bombed and managed to somehow get back to school on time for our lecture. As a matter of fact, we were like the first 5 kids in there.
Oh wow.
Giggling
Prompt.
little messes, yo.
It's not hard to get blasted in like 10 minutes if you have the
Yeah,
means.
I just can't function like I don't know when I'm drunk like that. Like I can't function in
We
that
know.
kind of setting. No,
We
you get
fuck
violent.
You,
You
you,
start
you,
punching people.
well, you,
start
well,
punching
well, you
people.
don't know because I don't
start
think I've ever
vandalizing.
even
Yeah.
been.
Loves vandalizing.
I've never been drunk like at like any school organization.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
Graduation
actually.
rehearsal.
Graduation
Graduation
1973.
rehearsal. Okay. Graduation rehearsal. That was first of all certainly bonus land. That was like just bonus fucking
No,
country.
it doesn't count as bonus
continent.
land.
Bonus land. By the way, bonus land is when your drunk continues for the next day. That's what we call
In the
bonus
morning.
land. In the morning.
So what did you say? It was called Candyland? Bonus Land?
Candyland. Bonus land.
Bonus Land.
Candyland is a Candyland is a unbelievably fair game.
I've been
No.
It's a
No.
game
Oh,
of
it's not
game of
Shoots and ladders.
It's
is
a game
fair.
of total luck.
You ever been a Candyland?
Like,
I don't know if that
Like-
makes it fair.
No, it's fair because I can play against a little 4-year-old and she could still win.
I feel like, and you
she can still win, even
guess
though
so.
that I am so much more competent in every way than her.
I don't know about that.
Relax yourself.
yeah, relax,
I
buddy.
mean, but
Slow your roll.
and that kind of game, that bridging the gap between adult and child like that is pretty great.
Yeah, but would that? I don't think that fair is the right word because would that make stuff like chess and checkers unfair?
No,
He got
those
you.
are-
it just
those are
makes
all
it for the
strategy.
fucking smarty pants of the world,
Danny's upset.
the fucking bourgeoisie.
Danny's not going to bourgeoisie.
First of all, didn't say it right.
Doesn't matter.
Danny's upset.
Bourgeoisie.
Danny's upset because he's not good at chess.
I'm pretty good at chess.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you're not good at chess.
I can look at you,
How do
Danny.
you-
Totally
Danny-
unfounded.
Well,
Yeah,
we've played chess.
You know
but how do
what?
you know?
I could look at him and tell him he's not good at chess.
That's so strange. I feel like a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people would look at me and say, "Oh, that's a guy that's fucking good at chess. Watch out."
It's because you're fucking
I
glasses.
agree with that.
What do you mean you agree?
Dude,
like,
glasses are.
The curly hair, man.
Yeah,
he looks like a goddamn chess wizard.
You don't think you'd find me hanging around a fucking chess tournament like?
Oh yeah, exactly.
like the old guys that play at the park.
Dude, as much as we make fun of those old guys,
I'm not. Who's making fun of them?
sometimes I make because I don't know if you guys actually like posted up at the park and looked at them. They're some pretty fucking funny guys. Those people.
Old people have good stories.
That's gonna be us. I can
yeah,
see us literally
are.
fucking 40 years down the line at Juniper
I won't be alive that
playing
long.
bocce. I'm not planning to be here that long. Trust me.
Yeah,
But anyway,
one 80-year-old guy has as many stories as all of us. He could just
yeah.
have his.
Combined.
He could just
you
have.
gotta bring one of those
I say
fuckers
it's-
on here,
yeah,
dude.
I say one day we should just have a Big Boys
Yeah,
podcast
dude.
where it's just an old man. You want to hear a funny old person story? They were redoing the bocce courts.
Oh, boy.
Over by the.
Don't mess with people's bocce.
The
You don't fucks with them with
whatchamacallit.
the-
They were like redoing the bocce
whatchamacallit.
courts, and they had all these like They put fences around it, and then finally one morning, they put up these signs that were like what it's gonna look like, and when it's expected to be done. And the expectance date was like a year and a half.
Oh, man.
From that point, and these old people were lining up like, what's happening? Because they were like looking at this sign.
won't be alive
and
that
they're
long.
gonna,
Yeah,
they're
that's
gonna
probably
be,
a fear.
They're gonna be fucking dead by the time this new
Jesus
bocce
Christ.
court
Jesus.
is in.
Especially-
Their expiration date is before this, before next
Right, you
year.
can still have it a couple days after the
and
expiration.
now they
date.
don't even have a
Right.
hobby. Like it's you know.
Also, construction. It's gonna end this date. Add another 3 years. Never at the time.
They do 80th Street literally once a year, every
And it
winter.
takes a year.
And it takes the whole guy. And then guess what? They're back there in the winter. Doing the same shit once a
construction,
year.
Dude, the construction
project
plague.
never goes
The
well.
construction plague has absolutely spread. Like a bunch of my friends can't even get into their houses. They have to go through the back way because the sidewalk is just not there.
Yeah.
How is there no compensation for stuff like that?
Dude, how do you not get
You
paid
heard-
for that,
Do
right?
you know
Or
what?
how do you not get even told?
I didn't
Like,
have-
Do you even get told?
Not even able to use your driveway.
I didn't have my driveway for 2 months. 2 months, and it was
yeah, I
literally
remember
it was
that.
literally just the construction kept coming down my block, down my block, down my block, and I was like, oh, they're getting a little close. Maybe I should move my car.
What if you didn't move your
That's
car?
the thing. I was like, let me move my car. Then the next day, everyone's driveways were just
They
blocked by a
built a
fence.
wooden barrier.
Yeah, they're like,
You
if
wouldn't-
they
Your
wanted to,
car would be fucking buried underneath
if
the
they,
asphalt.
if they wanted to divide and conquer us, they got us because they penned us in like goddamn hens. It was all over. They could have came in.
Boy, oh boy.
They could have came in.
I mean,
car
yeah.
guns.
They
I
dropped
guess it could
they
be-
dropped a piece of asphalt on my gas pipe. They had to come in, make sure they're not going to kill me.
That's
Twice.
true. They did do that.
Twice.
Once it happened during the podcast.
Well, yeah, what happened during the podcast once? We had to stop and make sure we're not
There
going
was
to
just
die.
there was just a man who opened the door, barely knocked, just
Barely
opened the door,
knocked.
went, "Hey, there might have some gas leak in here," and we are like, "Excuse me, like, what the fuck?"
You might have a gas leak.
I dropped a piece of the street on your pipe.
Really?
Hey, get out of here.
I had to run all the stoves till like the gas pocket stopped.
But he just wants you to test. All right, just start a fire real quick, see if the place explodes.
yeah, really. He's like, I gotta,
You're good.
I gotta check.
Hey, light a match for me inside.
I noticed
He
like
goes and runs 20 feet away. Did you do it yet?
How is it though?
he's hiding behind me. He's like, oh no, I think, all right, you're good. And he leaves.
But as much as scary as you know, the thought of not being able to enter your house is, you know, it's worse if they don't do street repairs. In St. Louis, there's been a rampant problem of just like holes, like earth, like just
Yeah.
like they just drop.
But this isn't.
Hello,
this isn't
welcome to New
True.
York City,
This is
bud.
not street
the
repair.
home of potholes.
no, not potholes.
Holes.
Sinkholes.
Oh, sinkholes.
That will devour 3 cars. Yeah, welcome to a fucking pothole. No, not a pothole.
I'm very surprised they don't have that in Manhattan, really.
Yeah, but there's like a rant, like some guy said like
Sinkholes?
he just went to the fucking it happens on a lot of like man-made.
I have one of those
Earth.
in my house, dude. You guys gotta come to my
sink,
basement.
you have a
dude,
sinkhole?
In your house?
Dude, it's the weirdest.
In pop, Martin.
You do not-
Martin,
all the
you don't have a
people.
sinkhole
Martin,
in
I'm
your
starting
house.
to be convinced that you don't know what a sinkhole is.
People who've been in my house, you know
I
what
have
I'm
a
talking
sink.
about.
I'm talking.
Have a
I'm
sink
talking.
and there's a hole
I
in
know
it.
what a sinkhole is.
I'm talking about
My
you.
basement is sinking gradually every year.
Martin, that is a very big cause for concern.
I'm talking about you go and get a coffee from 7-Eleven and you
And
go
then you just
outside
fall
and
down
your
a pit.
car
I know
is
what a
no longer
sinkhole
there
is.
and your baby is gone. I'm talking about that.
Yeah, no, my basement is sinking though. It's like this little thing, dude.
But
When
what would you even
stand there,
do?
You're like you're 8 inches shorter than what you originally were.
if the
when you
street
stand in
if the
that
street
position.
Houdini'd my car with
If
my
the street
baby in it,
Houdini your car, what do you do? Do you call the police?
yeah,
Or
absolutely.
you
Yeah,
just
absolutely. Well, first of all, you probably
fucking give up?
I would
Just
say
walk
I would say,
away?
well, do you see the hole initially? Because I'd say for the first like minute, you're like,
Fresh start.
okay, I didn't I didn't park here, and you look.
dude, where's my car?
It's a
Where's
quick-
your car, dude?
Fuck the baby.
Honestly, I'd probably just cry. Fuck it, I don't know.
Nah,
Imagine
I
you're-
think first I'd be like, did I get towed?
Do you sue
imagine
for that?
imagine you're in it
Do you sue?
because you
Yeah,
don't
I assume
you don't
you
But
sue
what do
actually
you sue?
you don't actually
City?
Can they? Is that's just a? Oops.
I mean, your taxes go to paying the road, so I think they should make it so that giant holes
Yes.
don't swallow your car. you know,
I know,
they
but
should probably protect you
pretty
against
standard.
but you can't. The sinkholes happen way down there, and then like that's when they form, and
yeah.
that. Do you want to get the
but dude,
sinkhole policy on your life insurance, sir?
In
Nah, I'll never need it.
Next day. whole house. Gets
Yeah, but if that happened the next
swallowed.
day, I'd be convinced that these
That
guys
did-
were creating the sinkholes.
Yeah.
They should have bought our insurance.
Yeah.
Fucking the big State Farm sinkhole conspiracy.
Yeah.
They show up at the funeral. It's like we offered it to them, but now you guys know.
Like a good neighbor.
We're always there. We're always there.
He just pulls up right behind you.
Yeah, fucking Allstate. Where they find you?
Where can you find me? You can find me on Instagram, Marcin_Mierz, or, follow my Twitch, sweaty ball sacks look like bat wings. Wait, no, I'm far. Fuck, I fricked up. Can we rewind that?
Martin.
Yeah,
Sure.
keeping it on.
Sure, yeah, we can rewind it. Go. What's your thing?
My Twitch is sweaty ball sacks stuck to your thigh look like bat wings _TTV.
What's more upsetting is he just doesn't have a Twitch. Where find
But
you?
I have the username.
They find me at Demore723 on the gram.
Tizzle.
JT Holden 97, also on the gram.
Find me at Aunt Prisco. And can't forget to follow Picky Boys Podcast. Also on
Cannot
Instagram.
forget to follow. Make sure you like and comment. Let
Like,
me know
comment,
who wins in the battle versus the saxophone man or the satanic
Astronaut.
astronaut.
Yeah.
Let us know.
I mean,
And
they knew the answer already, but
who do you think could win?
peace,
And
guys. Let's
give
go.
it, show your aunts and uncles.